Welcome to Learn Skill Daily. Welcome to Learn Skill Daily, where we help you master valuable skills every day. If you're interested in improving your knowledge and learning from the world's biggest business mistakes, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into the top 10 most famous bankruptcies in history, and what we can learn from them to make better decisions and avoid catastrophic failures. 1. Lehman Brothers, 2008 industry, investment banking assets at filing, $691 billion failure mistake. Lehman Brothers was heavily invested in subprime mortgage securities, risky derivatives, and used high leverage to amplify profits without properly assessing the risk involved. What went wrong? Lehman assumed that the housing market would keep growing, but when the market crashed, they couldn't cover their losses. They had borrowed excessively, making their bankruptcy inevitable when assets began to devalue. Lessons learned: over-leveraging amplifies risk. It's crucial to balance risk and reward, especially with borrowed money. Stress test financial models for worst-case scenarios. Systems must have better risk management and a safety net during downturns. Impact on the world. Lehman's collapse triggered the 2008 financial crisis, leading to economic instability worldwide. The US passed the Dodd-Frank Act to enforce stricter regulations on banks, ensuring that such a disaster would not happen again. 2. Enron, 2001 industry, energy assets at filing, $63.4 billion failure mistake. Enron used fraudulent accounting practices to hide its debt and inflate profits, fooling both investors and analysts. The company also relied heavily on special purpose entities, SPEs, to obscure the true state of its financial health. What went wrong? The company's executives misled investors and the public about the company's profits. When the truth came out, Enron's stock price collapsed, and the company declared bankruptcy. Lessons learned: transparency is key in financial reporting. Dishonesty leads to loss of trust. Companies should prioritize ethical leadership and implement strong internal controls. Impact on the world. The Enron scandal led to the creation of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, 2002, which introduced comprehensive reforms in corporate governance and financial reporting to prevent fraud. 3. WorldCom, 2002 industry, telecommunications assets at filing, $103.9 billion failure mistake. WorldCom's accounting team inflated earnings by $11 billion, turning regular expenses into capitalized assets to artificially boost profits. What went wrong? A whistleblower revealed the fraud, and the SEC launched an investigation. The company's financial practices were revealed to be a house of cards, leading to bankruptcy. Lessons learned: honesty in financial reporting is a foundational pillar for long-term success. Invest in strong internal auditing systems and whistleblower protection to detect fraud early. Impact on the world. The scandal further tightened regulations on corporate accounting, leading to more stringent oversight and enforcement of financial transparency. 4. General Motors, 2009 industry, automotive assets at filing, $91 billion. 3. Failure mistake. GM struggled with high labor costs, excessive debt, and failed to respond to the shift in consumer demand toward fuel-efficient and environmentally friendly cars. What went wrong? The company ignored shifts in consumer preferences, such as growing demand for electric and hybrid vehicles, while relying heavily on gas-guzzling trucks and SUVs. Lessons learned: companies must adapt to changing market conditions and invest in innovation to stay relevant. Keep a close eye on cost management to maintain long-term profitability. Impact on the world. GM's bankruptcy was part of the 2008 financial crisis, and the US government intervened with a bailout through TARP. The company had to rethink its strategy, refocus on sustainability, and rebuild its reputation. 5. Washington Mutual, 2008 industry, banking assets at filing, $307 billion failure mistake. Washington Mutual's downfall stemmed from subprime mortgage lending. 3. The bank became overly exposed to high-risk loans, assuming that housing prices would continue to rise. 4. What went wrong? When the housing market crashed, Washington Mutual found itself holding bad loans that it could not recover. 4. Its stock price plummeted, and the bank was taken over by the FDIC. Lessons learned: cautious lending is critical, especially when dealing with high-risk markets like real estate. Diversify investments to avoid overexposure to any single market or asset class. Impact on the world: Washington Mutual's bankruptcy was one of the largest bank failures in U.S. history, exacerbating the 2008 financial crisis. It led to a re-evaluation of mortgage lending practices and greater oversight of financial institutions. 6. Toys R Us, 2017 industry retail assets at filing, $5 billion failure mistake. Toys R Us had a massive debt load from a leveraged buyout and failed to adjust to the rise of e-commerce and online retail, particularly Amazon. What went wrong? The company didn't fully embrace online shopping and continued to focus on brick-and-mortar stores, leading to a failure to compete with online giants. Lessons learned: in the digital age, businesses must integrate e-commerce and physical stores for a complete omnichannel strategy. Financial management is critical. Excessive debt can undermine long-term success. 6. Impact on the world: Toys R Us's bankruptcy further emphasized the growing dominance of e-commerce and reshaped the retail landscape, particularly for traditional toy stores. 7. Eastman Kodak, 2012 industry, photography/technology assets at filing, $5.1 billion failure mistake. Kodak invented the digital camera but failed to transition away from its film business. It chose to protect its profitable film model instead of capitalizing on the emerging digital technology. What went wrong? Despite creating digital camera technology, Kodak remained too focused on film sales and ignored the rise of digital photography, allowing competitors to take over the market. Lessons learned: innovate or die. Embracing disruptive technologies is key to survival. Disruptive innovation can be risky, but it's necessary to stay competitive in evolving markets. Impact on the world: Kodak's bankruptcy serves as a powerful reminder to industries about the importance of embracing change and investing in innovation before it's too late. 8. Circuit City, 2008 industry, retail, electronics. 2. Assets at filing, $2.3 billion failure mistake. Circuit City made poor management decisions, including laying off experienced employees and failing to adopt e-commerce strategies. What went wrong? The company's customer service suffered after layoffs, and it failed to keep up with online competitors like Best Buy and Amazon, ultimately losing market share. Lessons learned: customer service and employee experience are key to a competitive advantage in retail. Develop an e-commerce strategy to stay relevant in the digital age. Impact: Circuit City's downfall emphasized the growing importance of online shopping and customer service in electronics retailing. 9. Pan Am, 1991 industry, airlines assets at filing, $3 billion mistake. Pan Am's bankruptcy was a result of mismanagement, increasing competition, and the lasting financial impact of the Lockerbie bombing. What went wrong? The company was unable to recover from the global reputation hit after the bombing and failed to address rising fuel costs and labor challenges. Lessons learned: crisis management is vital in the airline industry, particularly for global incidents. Airlines must innovate, reduce costs, and adapt to changing conditions to stay competitive. Impact on the world: Pan Am's failure marked the end of the iconic airline, and it underscored the fragility of businesses in high-risk sectors like airlines. 10. Kodak, 2012 industry, photography/technology assets at filing, $5.1 billion mistake. Kodak's failure was largely due to its failure to adapt to the rise of digital photography despite being the pioneer in the technology. The company's management was overly protective of its traditional film business and failed to recognize the full potential of digital technology. What went wrong? While Kodak developed early digital camera technology, it chose not to embrace the market, fearing it would cannibalize its film sales. Competitors like Canon and Nikon capitalized on this opportunity, and Kodak fell behind. Lessons learned: adapt or fail. Even the most successful companies must stay ahead of technological trends. Innovation is essential, especially when new technologies disrupt your core business model. Impact: Kodak's bankruptcy serves as a stark reminder that even the most iconic companies must constantly innovate to stay relevant. It also underscores the importance of diversifying and embracing change in technology-driven industries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to keep learning from business mistakes, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Learn Skill Daily, and comment below with your thoughts on the most shocking bankruptcy. Conclusion: these bankruptcies serve as lessons for all of us, whether we're entrepreneurs, investors, or just individuals striving to make smarter decisions in our lives. Innovation, adaptation, and responsible management are the keys to success in any industry. By learning from these colossal failures, we can avoid repeating the same mistakes in our own careers or businesses. Thanks for watching Learn Skill Daily. Keep learning, stay smart, and we'll see you in the next video.